Yeah, like I said the other day, we were looking forward. We're really excited for this next game, this next challenge, this next test at its home against a really good team. So um, I think as always, it's going to be largely about us, how we show up, how we can put our stamp on the game and look like us. When we do that, we're a team that's hard to beat, and we're looking to get back to that in actuality. So we've been a little bit down, up, down. We're going to look to get right back up, like that first half the other day against LA. We'll take a lot from that, and we'll learn from the other moments. But this is how it always goes in our sport. It's a ride, sometimes a roller coaster ride, but this is a big opportunity. 3 points at home, or our sights set on a playoff positioning.
Chris, Kevin Cabral back in training. He's doing some team stuff, bringing the energy. How good is it to have him back, and what's his timeline?
Yeah, man, it's we think a few weeks. You know, it could be a little sooner than that. It just has to keep passing the protocol, the return to play protocol, and you can see even him training now in the group. His energy, it's infectious. What he adds as a footballer is an asset. So his speed, his ability and willingness to run behind. We want to pick up where he left off. He scored in LA, got that goal, got injured, and he's getting real close. Yeah,
Good to hear.
yeah, good man. I appreciate it.
You had a pretty solid result in Seattle early in the season, but it's a pretty different team now lining up that you're seeing this weekend. Your thoughts on their attack and how it looks different now, and what you can do to slow them down.
Like most teams, 7 months later, they're different. We're different. It's true. That game is in their building where they're very good, no matter who they put on the pitch. We saw, Roldan. We saw a lot of their guys on the day. However, we're different, and we're at home, where things tend to look different. And to be honest, even the other day for good stretches. So, listen, when you talk about Seattle, I think you have to talk about the pedigree of winning, winners, well coached, continuity year to year. They have figured a lot of things out, how to win and win consistently in this league. They have experience, and they have experience in playoffs, that type game. So, and that's good that we have that information, and that it's almost easier to identify who they are, how they try to do things. They don't, of course, there's little nuances and little game plans, but they stick to who they are and who they do it with typically. We know Jordan, Morris, and Rusnak are dangerous. We know that one can run behind, and one's like a Georgie, a floater in there that can just make plays, arrive into spaces, score and assist. We know that the Roldan brothers are top. They're intelligent, they bring savviness, top players. When you look all around the pitch, you have players like this that have quality, but we know in possession they can spread the field, much like LA Galaxy did. So it's important, even coming out of the game we just did, take the things that we did well, apply it to Seattle. So we have a good plan against them, and I'm excited to throw it out there against them.
What kind of pressure does that put on Ollie and Connor together in that double pivot?
Well, if you talk Ollie, Connor, Georgie's in there, Jasper, when there's a midfield, Vargas, could it be Roldan, Rusnak floating? There's fluidity in their attack. They don't just sit there. Much like Puig and some of these guys in Marky Delgado, they'll move. If the ball doesn't come to them, they'll go find the ball. So, yes, when you're dealing with quality, when you deal with intelligence, what is intelligence? Players that understand time and space. So, yes, it's a great challenge. But come on, how about LAFC's challenge? How about Portland's challenge? How about Club America's challenge? We've been in the challenges, so it's another opportunity for us, for our young team, to be honest. Like Ali Larraz, what an opportunity for him, So yeah, we're. I know one thing about our team: they love a challenge. This is a big challenge. We're at home. Our fans are going to come out. They did the other night on Wednesday night. They're amazing. The energy, we need it. We love it. We just got to be ready for that whistle.
Chris, we spoke to Reggie post-game on Wednesday, and he said he's become comfortable with what you're asking from him tactically.
Yeah.
I mean, is he up to speed at this point? Is he still the new guy?
He is. He's still Look, there's some messages that I'm still giving uh, in October that were in February and January to the team, meaning it's not new messages every week. It's just fine tuning and sharpening the tool. And how good can we be at being us? Being us doesn't change every week. So if Ollie's hearing certain things, if Maxu's hearing similar things now, 8 months later, yes, Reggie's still fairly new around here, but he's intelligent, and that intelligence, he's able to pick things up very quickly. So even quicker than you could think. For me, he's gotten up to speed. The demands of shifting and being very aggressive defensively as a fullback, as well as getting forward. We put him on the left, we put him on the right. I think he's had a good start to his time here, and he has picked things up quickly. Again, it's his credit to him and his intelligence. And now I'm going to be like one of those parents that I don't want to nag you, but it's every day. It's the same thing, so.
Master of the basics.
I hope Moyes is somewhere here and, stop putting your foot on the ball. Moyes, just move with it. It's the basics and if the best players in the world show us one thing, it is the fundamentals, getting that stuff right.
Sam Vines is featured again off of injury. What's his return mean for that back line going into such a big game?
Well, look, Sam, he's been part of a lot of the success this year. He's who loves the club more than Sammy? He's come through, big game, fresh legs. We're trying to get him going. So it's getting a player going means just back to the sharpness. Think about the play he makes in the Rocky Mountain Cup against Salt Lake. Defending, step in front, win the ball, pass it, drive through, score a goal. He can do. There's not a lot he cannot do. So it's just about keep getting him ramped up to game speed, and there's only one way to do that, right? So we got to get him some minutes. Yeah.
Is there any update on how Cole is faring? And with Zach, he told us that he feels good. Did you see any hesitancy or just the same intensity as always in training today?
Zach only knows one way, fortunately and unfortunately at times, man. He runs through the brick wall, takes it in the face. I mean, I've told you all this crew from day one, we've seen and we've had the pleasure of working with a professional talent, the way he trains, the way he competes, the effort he does on and off the pitch, the leader that he is. Our youngish team needs that. We do. A reference point in some ways. We talk about Hoffa, Georgie, Cole. He's a reference point as well for us. So yeah, besides looking at his face, he looks totally normal. In terms of Cole Bassett, good thing he's not out here. He would tell you he's good to go. But we have to protect him a bit, and we want to make sure that when he comes back, that he's back, which means it's probably another week or so. I think so. We'll hopefully get him back for the next one. We'll see.
Chris, it's a dogfight for seeding right now. You're in a 6-pointer, for tomorrow. Are you scoreboard watching, or are you going to save that till after full time?
I'm not scoreboard watching until after the game, and just to see where we're at. Like this, we can control what we can, right? And we need to do that, and therefore there'll be no mentioning of that. I can't tell a guy don't look at your phone after the game, but it's important that right now we just are so focused and lasered in on the prize, which is just 100 minutes. Let's get the result. Get the result. Be locked in on every play. It's how tuned in can we be? How committed can we be? How much can we run at high speeds? How much can we be so locked in that nothing slips by us? This is what the demands will be for tomorrow night. And we've had a lot of reps at this. Mm-hmm. And the other day, I promise everyone here, it was there in so many moments where you say, I feel encouraged that we did it against a really good team, and say, okay, you also can see where you need to work and where we need to grow. And we still are a work in progress, but we're a good team and we fight. So, yeah, look, it's we know the outcome, what it could mean for us. 3 more points. Does that lock us into something higher? Probably. It for sure does. But we want that home game. We want the home game. Got to get a few results in the last 2, but 100 minutes at a time, we'll say. Yeah.
And Really quick, just as tradition, last home game of the season is fan appreciation night. How important are they to this club, to how the team performs on the field, and just kind of what's been your impression of them this season and your first as head coach?
Well, from my press conference initially to the first engagement in a pub locally that I asked to be part of, I've just tried to earn their respect and trust, not by what I say. Some days maybe how I make them feel by going and honoring them home and away, and whether it's an autograph, pictures, win or lose. So it's part of it's how I try to make them feel appreciated, and then mainly in how our team shows up and fights and plays. That's what I believe they want, because I listened to them back at was it DNVR? Where was? Yes, right. That was and I understand that. I understood it as a player. I was a fan once myself in New York, going to New York Yankees games, whatever it was. So I understand all the different sides of it. What I do know, and to the core of who I am as a coach, I understand what the fans want without them even telling me. I know they want a team that goes after it, that attacks, that sticks together, that never quits, that runs for each other, that runs. They see it. They show up and see it. Recovery runs, goals, goal songs, celebrations. They've been top. And that's what I would want to tell them, that we're grateful. We are grateful. And we're going to keep honoring it in every way, win, lose, or draw at home, that they decide to spend their money and dollars on us. We're going to do our best to deliver for them. And that's my promise to them. It doesn't always work out in sport, but that's the goal. And they've been the difference. For me, you can talk about, is a set piece a difference, but our fans might not, can you be the difference? You must be the difference for us. And they are. They are 10, 11 wins at home, League's Cup even more. So we're going to keep doing it. We need them. Appreciate that they've come out, and we'll need them for the rest of the way.